Uh, ooh, is this thing
Hey,
on?
what's up? Yeah, it's on. Go ahead. You hit the intro this time. How about that?
Uh, well, that's not how it works, bro. You're just supposed to click record and then you be like, go. But anyway,
All right, go.
ladies and we're gonna just let it go how it's gonna go, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Good Call Fellas podcast. We are
Yes,
episode
sir.
10.
Ooh, double
Episode
digits. Ooh, we
10.
got
We
double
are in
digits.
double
Double
digits
digits.
now.
Ooh,
You know,
that's
so
where we
crazy. I
going.
think this is 10. If it's not, and when I edit it and I see that it's not 10, I would be feel bad. But we
Bruh,
go,
this is
I think I'm
10.
right. I think I'm right. It's
This is
episode 10. I
10.
think I'm
This is
right. I'm
10.
thinking I'm right. I'm thinking I'm right. So anyway, ladies and gents, welcome to another episode of the podcast. I am Tweez, one half of the Goodfellas, and I'm with my brother William.
Gang, gang. What's up?
How you doing, William?
Bro, I've been stressing. I've been
You're stressing?
stressing. I've been stressing.
Okay. All right. We're gonna play this. We're gonna talk about that in a little bit. But meanwhile, I appreciate y'all for listening. Make sure y'all check us out on YouTube.
Yeah, this is 10.
Like, share, subscribe. If you want to see the visuals for the audio of these podcasts, we are on YouTube at the Goodfellas. Goodfellas. If you want to see the visuals of it, I'm pretty sure y'all will enjoy that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you like, share, subscribe for more content,
Hit the noti
and
bell.
hit the noti bell for sure for YouTube, and make sure you leave a review on
Five
Apple or Spotify if
stars.
you're listening to it. You
Five
know, we see people
stars.
that be listening. Make sure you like and leave a 5-star review. We want to see who's
Help a brother out.
watching or who's listening. So please let us know. Um,
Yes.
what I was gonna say? I was gonna say something. Anyway, we're moving on to week 13. We're gonna talk a little bit for this week. We're gonna talk about the Niners.
Uh-huh.
Big dub this
We're just gonna
week,
jump into it.
No. I'm just giving them I'm
Oh,
giving
okay.
them an
Okay, I
outline.
was about to say.
You know what
Got
I'm
some
saying?
stuff to do.
We're gonna chop it up about the Niners, in the interesting situation they're in now. We also talk about I don't know if I put it on late. I was gonna talk about the Bengals and the Chiefs, but
I
I
watched
said it
it.
late. Okay, but
Yeah, I watched it.
I'll run that one, but that's cool. And then we'll talk about Cleveland and Houston, and also about the NFL playoff picture predictions.
Mm.
We're going to both. I hope you got your list about who's gonna be in and who's not gonna make it.
Yeah, let me go ahead
Yeah,
and
you
get that
don't,
for
and it's
you.
okay.
Let
It
me
is
go ahead and get
cool,
that
and I
for
feel like
you.
this. And to be fair, I didn't put it on the notes, so I didn't make a list on the notes. I didn't put it on the notes, so it's okay. I'll give you a pass. I should have did that. That's on my fault. That's my fault. But just you go look at the standings, and you go see who in and who out from there. You gonna make your prediction. But
I got
anyway,
my list. I got my list. Don't worry.
okay, for sure, for sure. But
I actually
but
had it
yeah,
last week,
man.
but we didn't talk about it.
Oh,
So I just pulled up the deleted photo I had, but I good. We're good. I got it back.
got you. All right, bet. But yeah, before we get into all that, what's stressing you out, bro? Talk to me.
Oh man. When you got a kid that is sick, bro, oh my goodness. It is
The kids
crazy. It's another
kids
level.
get sick a lot, man. For
Yeah,
real.
they do. When was this? This past week, my son, he had like the sniffles. You know, he had
Mm-hmm.
his runny nose and all that. And then on I think it was like Friday. Oh my goodness, dude was like coughing his lungs out. He was coughing so much he was throwing up. That's how bad it got.
Ooh.
And we were just like, bro, like, and kids when they sick and they don't feel good, they throw temper tantrums.
Oh yeah,
My
they
son
be
was
ain't no
my son will throw his food across the room,
really.
crying, yelling, screaming, and then he'll like grab his toys and just throw it across the room. I'm just like, oh my god. And then today I'm giving this boy a bath, right? And he has
Mm-hmm.
like this little water cup we use to like rinse him off with the soap and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, yeah.
And once my wife finishes washing him up, he'll call me in there, and then we'll go in there. I'll play like with the little boats and stuff with him and all that. We'll have some fun.
Yeah.
And today, this dude grabs the water thing, fills it up with water, and it just throws it at me. I'm like all wet, bro. And I'm like, are you
What?
serious right now? And Lily comes in, what happened? I'm like, look at your Sunday. I'm all drenched. And she's like, oh my goodness. She's like, Ezra, you can't throw water at your dad. And then she walks away, but does it again. Oh, you about to get a whooping. bro. I
I
was
was gonna
like,
say, yeah, hey man, we can, we can,
bro.
hey yo. I don't really condone it, but there's just certain situations where like, hey, you got me fucked up, little homie.
Oh
You got me
my
fucked up.
goodness. Oh my
You got me
goodness,
messed up,
bro.
little bro. You got me messed up, man.
We had to take him straight out of the bath. I was like, I'm not even gonna play with you today because yeah, no, it's not happening today. He was all upset because he didn't get to play in the bathtub. I'm like, hey bro, you gonna do that to me? I'm not gonna, sit there and enjoy my
Right.
time with you. You gotta
Yo,
learn.
yo,
Um,
bubble bath privileges get provoked, my G.
yeah,
Get
but
out.
after he got sick, then my wife gets sick. So
Oh
that means
man.
I'm taking care of two people.
Ooh, you not
Uh
sick?
I just got sick today.
Damn.
So
Oh yeah, so you
I have
finna
a
be
sore
a.
throat. I have a sore throat.
Oh yeah.
But it's not COVID. It's crazy because my wife tested twice on
Uh-huh.
Sunday, both
Yeah.
negative. So she don't got
Hmm.
COVID. The kid, he don't got COVID because he's doing fine and
Yeah.
whatever. And then I have to get tested weekly at my job. So I got tested on Monday, I was negative. And then I'm like, bruh. And I have the same thing my wife had. Like she tells me everything she felt, and I'm like, okay, I have the same thing. So it's not COVID. It's just I don't know. There's like this little cold going around hitting people.
Yeah.
Unlike you actually had COVID. I ain't
Right,
never had COVID.
right,
Can you
right.
believe that? I never got COVID.
I didn't have COVID. I never had COVID either until 2 weeks ago. I was on a 2 year streak, bro. I
Right,
was cool. You know what I'm
bro. I
saying?
don't
But
know
to
what
be
it
fair, I
is.
think I probably, you know, so funny. To be honest, I think I did have COVID, but I had
Yeah.
COVID when COVID just came out, like the new Jordans. So
Uh-huh.
like nobody
You didn't
knew.
know.
I didn't
Yeah.
know. But I
Yeah.
think I probably had. I think I had like one of the first
Was it
like.
like November of like 2019? Like right at the end of
No,
the year
you know, so funny.
2019?
My uncle and my auntie were like talking about how like they were getting sick at that time, like really sick. I didn't get that. I
Yeah.
got it in. I got it in March. Literally that weekend,
Oh,
the
yeah.
weekend that the world has shut down, I got
Hmm.
sick that same weekend.
That's when my son was born too, that weekend.
That's what I'm saying. So like I remember like going, I remember getting sick and then like trying to go to the hospital and they was not seeing
No,
nobody.
dude.
If
I
they
couldn't
thought
even
you
go
had
in with my
COVID,
wife when she
right.
was
They
in
said I
labor.
thought like they was like, yo, if you have COVID, yo, you have to take Tylenol and stay at the house. If it gets worse, then you
If you
come to
die, you
us.
dying at home.
Bro, low key, bro. Like low key, you done at the
Oh
house. Like you
man,
couldn't
it's
come unless it
crazy.
was emergency. So yeah, man.
It's crazy, bro. But yeah, I don't have
Yeah.
COVID, but I'm not feeling too well. Hopefully tomorrow I don't feel worse and have to call off. But
You want to learn
yeah,
how to
it's
fix it?
just
You want to get right? I can get you right, bro. I
what
get
is
you
it?
right. It's hey, garlic tea.
Garlic.
Garlic tea. I'm telling
Ugh,
you right now.
ugh,
It is
ugh,
tried
ugh,
and proven,
ugh,
bro. I'm letting you know
ugh.
that right now.
I don't
If
know
you
about
want
all
to get
that.
better, I'm gonna put
I
you
don't
on
know
game.
about
For anybody,
that.
this ain't even for him because he probably not gonna do it. But for anybody listening, let me put you on game. If you sick and you need a quick remedy, get you whatever tea you drink, don't matter. Get you cut you some slices of lemon. Get you a nice couple teaspoons of honey for your sore throat, obviously. And then the kicker is you cut you up some of the some garlic cloves. You cut them up into like cubes, like small cubes, and you only take like one or two cloves and you throw it in your tea. And when you're drinking it, as you done, you're like eat the garlic. So you'll take it like a spoon and you'll eat the garlic out of the tea. I kid you not. It may taste nasty to most people. Don't get me wrong. I will say I got used to it because I've been doing this since high school. So
Yeah,
like
yo, upset, bro.
I'm tried and
It's
true
like
to
that
this.
home remedy.
But what I tell you, shout out to my mama. But when I tell you it works, bro. It works.
Okay,
It
I
works,
don't know.
bro.
I might have to try it. I might
It
have
will
to.
get whatever you got out of your system. Word, I
Yeah, well,
promise you. Promise you. Some
well,
people can't do it
hopefully.
because it's just too nasty. Some people just
Yeah,
can't eat
I was gonna
garlic like
say.
that. But if you do the research, garlic really helps you when you're sick, bro. For real.
Yeah.
So
You know what else is crazy about garlic?
what?
I'm gonna let you in on some hood stuff.
Are you allergic? Also, I thought you was
No, no,
allergic.
no,
I was
no,
gonna be like,
no.
what?
Did you know? Let's say you get into a knife fight with somebody, right?
Yep.
If they ran their blade through a piece of garlic and they
Uh-huh.
cut you with it,
Yeah.
there's a chemical in garlic that will not allow your body to heal and you'll just bleed out.
Are you
Bro, your
serious?
face, your face.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm so serious, bro. If you ever, there's a chemical in garlic that will not let your body heal. That's why too much garlic to the body is actually poisonous. Yeah, it's crazy, huh? It's
Wow.
crazy, huh? But yeah, I found that out.
I almost so damn near killing myself. Wow.
Nah, I mean you
Wow.
could consume garlic, just don't consume in like large portions.
Yeah,
And
I
then
mean, if you could summon like one or two cloves, like
careful.
that can keep. But if you eat, imagine eating a garlic like an apple.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Don't
GG,
do that. That's too
GG.
much. That's too much. Yeah.
Dang, I did not know
But
that.
I did get some good news yesterday.
Which is,
So I don't know if you remember, but I got into a car accident, and this was like
yeah,
a couple months ago. It was on my wife's birthday on October 20th. I got into a car accident.
yep,
They called me back yesterday, and they say they're gonna take full reliability of the accident, so they're gonna pay for my car to get fixed, or they're gonna just pay me out if it's totaled. But they had me send them some pictures today so they can see the damage and see what they're gonna do. So they found the other person at fault that hit me because she was trying to say that I hit her even though she ran a red
yeah,
light. But
yeah,
yeah, they just looked at all the evidence and they're like, "Nah, bro, she lying." I'm like, "I
yeah.
told
Right,
you,
right, right.
I had a witness and everything." So,
Yeah,
but you know, after 2 months of just waiting, no car, nothing, they finally called me and said, "All right, we're gonna help you out." So I was like, "Oh, thank God." Oh man, I hope
oh,
they
that's
just
what's
pay
up,
me out
man.
so I can get a new car, but we gonna see what happens. So
Right,
we did
right,
get
right.
some good news out of that.
Well, that's what's up, man. Well, I'm glad you got your, glad you're getting your car, either car fixed or you're getting
Getting
paid
paid
out.
out.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's always a good thing.
Yes, it
Well,
is.
uh, on to football. Let's talk about some football, shall we?
Can we do some more players that you have to guess? I give you
Proceed.
that
I forgot. I
information.
forgot. I forgot. You got to add that in the notes. I
Yeah.
keep forgetting all the time. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
We gonna see
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
you get. We gonna see who you
Yeah.
get.
Yeah. Yeah, for
Okay.
sure. For sure.
All right. I'm gonna give you that last one because you should get that last one. All right. I got 5 of them for you today. Okay.
Five. Oh, okay.
5
Five.
of them.
Got you. All right.
This player got drafted in 2015 to
Uh huh.
Tennessee.
Uh huh.
He came from Oregon. He played at Oregon for college.
Marcus Mariota.
Gosh.
Come on, man.
Okay.
Come on,
Okay.
man.
Okay.
Next one.
My
That's
bad. My
one.
bad.
That's
My
one.
bad.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay. Next
That's
one.
one. Yep.
Went to Washington for
Uh huh.
college.
Yep.
Okay. Got drafted in 2018 to San
Uh huh.
Francisco.
Ooh. To San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
Washington. In 2018.
2018 went to San Francisco. And he played for Washington.
Damn.
He's from Cali.
Not new, bro, because he from SC. Uh,
You want me to know? You want me to tell you who he currently plays for?
who
He plays for the Bears.
who played for y'all that went to Washington? Oh, I can't remember his first name. His last name is Pettis.
Yes, it is
Mm-hmm.
Pettis.
Yeah, yeah,
Starts with a
yeah, yeah.
D. I don't see his full first name,
I
but
think
it's
it's either DeAndre or
Devontae or
something.
something like that.
Devontae Pettis, something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
he wore. I think
Okay.
he wore number 15 for Washington. He was a boy. He had
Yeah.
so far he like I think he a rotation. He a backup now, but he was a boy in college.
Okay. Well, you got that one. All right. Two for
Yeah,
two. Two
two for
for
two,
two. My
two for
bad.
two,
My bad.
man.
My bad.
2 for 2.
Okay. This next player went to North Dakota State. Got
Uh-huh.
drafted in 2016 to Philly.
Carson Wentz. You said North Dakota. I would tell you like this. You said North Dakota State. There's literally like maybe 3 players in history that went to North Dakota State. So I was
Okay.
like, all
I'll
right,
have to keep
Carson
that
Wentz,
in
bro.
mind then. I'll have to keep that
Got
in
you.
mind.
Got you.
Okay.
3 for 3. Go ahead.
Okay. This
Light,
next
bro.
player went to
Uh-huh.
Harvard.
Yep.
Okay. Got drafted in 2013
Uh-huh.
to Baltimore.
Baltimore. Went to
2013 got drafted
Harvard.
to
He got drafted
Baltimore.
to
He went to Harvard.
2013. 2013. Who got drafted in
You want me to tell you
2013?
who he currently plays for?
He's still in the league?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Who?
He plays for the Niners.
He went to Harvard. Not Kyle Ujewski. Oh
Yeah.
wow. Okay. I didn't know. I did
June.
not know he went to Harvard. That was I was
Yeah.
like, because I remember I was like, oh, he went to Baltimore. I'm like the only person that the Niners in Baltimore ever have exchanged now is Kyle, because
Yeah.
he was with us first. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Well,
Remember that?
he's already well, he's a star player with us, so technically we got him. All right,
Yeah.
so last one.
4 for 4.
Okay, you ready?
I'm
He
four
went
for
to
four. I was just let you know.
this one
I'm
should
back.
be easy for you. This
Uh
one should
huh.
be easy. He went to Oklahoma,
Uh huh.
got drafted in 2018 to
Kyle Murray.
Baltimore.
Oh, not Kyle Murray. Hollywood. Uh, Hollywood Brown. I can't remember his first name. We call him Hollywood though. You said Oklahoma, right? Here, wide receiver.
Mm.
Baltimore.
Y'all drafted him in 2018. He's still there. He went to Oklahoma.
Went to Oklahoma. Damn, I thought it was Hollywood because 2018
He went in
was
the third
2018
round.
was 2018 Hollywood. Ooh, it was.
He said,
No,
"Ooh."
2018 was Hollywood. Was it Hollywood? When did Hollywood get drafted? Hold on.
Who's Hollywood?
Hollywood Brown. Yeah, that's how I know you watch football. Um, so funny. I don't even remember his last name. I mean his first name. Everybody's calling him Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown. He got
No.
drafted. If I remember correctly, I could have swore he got drafted in 2018. He got drafted. Oh, he got drafted 2019.
Hmm.
Hey, okay, I was a year. If I was
So
a year, if I was
who'd
a
you
year.
guys get before him?
Who did we get before him that went to
Yeah.
Oklahoma?
Uh-huh.
Trying to think who was notable from Oklahoma back then.
Gosh. This is disgrace that you don't know this player.
Mark Andrews?
Yes,
Hell
it's
no.
Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews with the Oklahoma. Wow.
Yeah.
I did not. Promise you. I promise you,
I
I
was
did
like,
not. I
bro,
forgot that
this
Mark
is
Andrews
like
went
your
to.
star, one of your star players. How you not know who
Yeah,
it is?
for sure. But yeah, I did not remember the college he went to.
It was Mark Andrews.
I thought he went to whatchamacallit? I thought he went to like Missouri or some shit.
It's Oklahoma.
Okay, shout out to Mike Andrews,
Yeah.
man. Well, I'll take that for that one. I'll take 4 out of 5. I'll take the 4 out of 5. You know
I'm gonna have to
what I'm
pick
saying
some harder ones next
that's still could
next
be
week.
for sure. You still got
I'm gonna pick
you
some
gotta
names
give me some
that
hard ones.
aren't like actually well known and see how
Yeah,
you
you can
do.
give me like if you give me like now the scary part about it is I know for a fact I will probably fail. Like if you give me like third, fourth round picks, I'm probably gonna be like, bro, who was that? For sure. Yeah, but yeah, I'll hold my own. I'll be okay. I'll get at least a C for sure. Um,
Okay. All right. Well, that's all I got for you. So
on watching football for real. Um, I don't know why my shit keep tripping. Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you. My bad. I don't know. Some it keep like tweaking out. I don't know why. Anyway, moving along. Um, week 13. Interesting. Well, is it week 13?
Yeah, week
Hell no, it
13.
ain't week 13. It was week 12. Week 12. Week
No.
12.
Week
What's
13, bruh.
how's it, bro? How is it week 13 if the Kansas City Chiefs is 9-3?
They had a bye week. It's week
Mm,
13. We are on week 14 coming up.
are we?
Yes.
Damn.
Gosh, man.
I am a little tripping. Anyway, all right. I guess hey man, I be
Mhm.
doing too much. Week 13. Uh I don't know. Let me just set the scene up, right? It's a Sunday game, 1 o'clock prime, not prime time, but
In prime
a
time.
big matchup, nevertheless.
Very big matchup. You were supposed to be at this game
Hey, hey,
too,
hey,
so
hey, ISO, back up.
all
Okay.
right. All right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Niners, win a big matchup. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say win a big. Let me set the scene up because I got really interrupted by a bandwagoner. Um 1 o'clock, big matchup, Niners and the Dolphins. A lot of stakes was on this matchup just because of the fact that this was a pretty important game. This was a statement game for both teams for various reasons. Dolphins coming into this game not really playing a top tier defense that much. Kind of trying to see if they were really legit like that. Or just to kind of see where they kind of the litmus test, if they say I butchered that word so bad. The Niners, pretty talented, obviously, number one defense in the league. But this is probably the best offense they've seen all year. So there was a lot of like headlines going into this game. The Niners come out with a big win. Obviously, the defense was very dominant. But it was a bittersweetness to the victory, I might say. Jimmy goes out in this first drive of the game. Or was it first or second drive? I want to say it was the first drive, right? He goes out in the first drive, gets sacked or gets hit, and breaks his foot. And the third stringer, not the second string, because you would usually have a backup to the backup. But since Trey Lance is out for the season, Jimmy Garoppolo's backup is Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant himself. Now, Mr. Irrelevant played a good game, played a very manageable game, didn't do too much, showed a little, he played within the system, and it was able to pull out the dub. However, unfortunately, Jimmy G, according to reports, is out for the season with a foot injury. But there is a chance that he doesn't need surgery. As long as he does rehab, there's a potential that he could come back by the second round, maybe to the conference championship. He could come back and play. Now, my question is to you was one, how did you feel about the game? And two, with Jimmy G being hurt potentially for the rest of the season. We don't know yet. Depending, they say he didn't need surgery again, like I said, but there is a chance that you probably won't see him until if y'all get to the second round or the conference championship. So, do you think that Brock Purdy can carry y'all or not mess things up to get to that point? Or do you feel like y'all need to sign another quarterback?
So there's a lot to unpack here.
Yep, go ahead.
First thing I gotta say, Miami trash, bro. Miami trash. Hill and Waddle locked, bro. Niner defense all day. Number one, y'all got locked up. Okay, I gotta say all that. Hold on.
Okay.
So we was not expecting a blowout the way that we got here. But the Niners came in ready to play. Unfortunately, we had to lose that streak of not letting a team score in the second half. This was gonna be like game 5 straight that we did that, but Hill got the secondary. It's all good. He got them down deep, and he made that run. But other than that, Miami trash, and we exposed them. Tua ain't nothing when he goes against a top tier defense, and that's obviously what happened in this game. Is he cannot compete with a top tier defense, and that's what we got. We are the number 1 defense in the NFL. I said it all the time. I'm gonna keep saying it because it's true. We are better than any other defense in the NFL. I don't care what you say. I know you're like, oh, what about the Cowboys? Forget the Cowboys. It's about the Niners, agree. Okay. Top defense. So they came in, we blew them out. So it was awesome. And we seen the statement. But the thing that is pissing me off the most.
Was it really a blowout though?
Yeah, we blew them out. So the thing
the
that's
score wasn't really like the score.
It was like three possession game. It was like a 3 possession game.
Was it though?
So hold on, let me do what I gotta do. Yeah. So the thing that's pissing me off about this though, what's crazy is we did this to Miami, and people are still saying that the NFC is run by the Cowboys and the Eagles, and they ain't even mentioned the Niners. And it's just
Mm-hmm.
disrespectful at this point. If we got the number one defense and if we out here
Mm-hmm.
scoring, we holding ours and you don't even mention our names, disrespect, disrespect. But it's all good. We always, got that disrespect from everybody. Everybody's always hating on the Niners. So it's all good. We gonna take it and just go with the next one. But yeah. So the whole thing on Garoppolo, uh I don't know what we got to do to get this man off the field. We went ahead and we paid Miami to go ahead and break this boy ankle, and they almost got it done, but they didn't get it officially done. And we need to get him out of there. And I was very excited to see that he was out for the season, because that meant that we were going to go the rest of the season without him, and then next season we could, trade him and get that over with. But we can't now because he might be back in, I think it said like 7 to 8 weeks. He might be ready to go. So he might be coming back in playoffs. But yeah, Brock Purdy, Brock Purdy, my dude, Brock Purdy, QB1. Okay, my boy from Iowa. Okay, we gonna see him. Yeah, Brock Purdy came in, he was throwing dimes. He threw a pick, but it's all good, bro. We still got the win, and yeah, we was going crazy. I mean, not too many people stood out too much on the offense besides the run game. I mean, the run game was going crazy, but yeah. So I'm excited to see what Brock Purdy gonna do, and we need to start trading up Garoppolo out of here. I heard, well, as of today, I know it's true, but I heard we were supposed to go out and get Baker Mayfield, but as we've seen today, he went to the Rams. So that was crazy, but I was like, oh
Yep.
wow. And I was like, remember that one time I was talking to you about I'd take Baker Mayfield over Garoppolo?
Hey, we almost seen
Speaking
that
to
coming to
existence.
fruition. Right, we almost
But
seen that
yeah,
coming to
but
fruition.
I think the Niners said that they were gonna sign someone from the Bears, like under team, like their training team or something like that.
Practice
Uh,
squad.
yeah, their practice squad, whatever. They're gonna think about signing somebody from the Bears practice squad, but I think we should write it out with Purdy and see what he got to do. I mean, he didn't do that bad. It's just for his first start, so I think he can handle his until next season and get Trey Lance back. But yeah, that was an exciting game, and I think I answered all your questions.
I think you did. You went rapid fire and answered everything hella fast. I'll say my point of view from this game. Niners big win. Definitely a big win. Definitely
Yes.
respected. The defense definitely held it down. It's a lot, man, when you got Joey Bosa. I mean, not Joey Bosa. It's Joey Bosa, right? Nick Bosa.
Joey's over at Chargers.
Yeah, he's with Chargers. I'm butchering it.
That's
But
his
yeah, when you
brother.
got Nick Bosa on your D line, he definitely is definitely can create havoc. Because he definitely was doing that all game.
Yep.
As far as
To a shut.
offensively, Brock Purdy wasn't really the best. He definitely showed. I mean, obviously he's Mr. Irrelevant for a reason. Not
Yeah.
really the best passer. Can scramble a little bit, but not too much. But it just seemed like he definitely was a composed quarterback. It seemed like he'd been there before, 4 year starter in
Mhm.
college. So definitely is not he not wet behind the ears in no way, shape, or form. But yeah, man, definitely an impressive win. Nevertheless, I don't think it was a blowout, as you would say, but
That's
I
a blowout.
definitely think it wasn't a blowout. How is it a blowout? It only the
Tell
reason
me
the
a
score looks
blowout.
so
Calm
it
down.
wasn't a blowout. It
It's a
wasn't a
blowout.
blowout. But
It's a
anyway,
blowout.
yeah, you don't know what the definition of a blowout is, but um. Shout out to the Niners. I think Miami definitely didn't play up to their ability
Mhm.
offensively, and I think that's kind of just where the game was. What I mean, it's the best offense gets the best defense pretty much in the league at this point, and defense prevailed.
Would you
So
put the
yeah,
Niners though in the top of the NFC, or are you sticking with just the Cowboys and Eagles?
I personally have them probably two or three. I still think the Eagles are better. I just think they're the more complete team just because of the fact they have a better quarterback. Their defense is up there.
What what team?
I don't think they're the best defense in the
Hold
world,
on.
but they're definitely still. I think the Eagles defense, I think it's top five,
Hold
and that
on.
their offense is like top 10.
Oh.
So at that point, yeah,
I'm gonna
I
take
think I think I got the Niners two or three if I
I'm
remember
gonna
correctly.
take I'm gonna take a play out of your own book. Who
Uh-huh.
have the Eagles played that was relevant?
Who have the Eagles played that was relevant? Didn't they just play the Cowboys recently? Like a couple weeks ago?
Did they?
I believe so.
Okay, so it's one.
Okay, that's cool. I can hit that. Okay, after
Yeah,
that one, outside
and
of the
then
Dolphins, how many teams have y'all played outside of the Dolphins?
we played everybody.
Who's everybody?
We've been playing everybody. That's how we do it.
In y'all record shows.
Yeah.
Y'all lost. Matter of fact, y'all lost to teams y'all shouldn't have lost to.
Oh, yeah. We don't talk about all that, okay? We
Exactly my
just talk
point.
about the
Anyway,
dubs
that's
that
it.
we got. But the Eagles ain't better than the
No.
Niners, bro. The Eagles
Yeah,
ain't better
Eagles,
than the
they
Niners.
are. They are.
No, they
They
are
are.
not.
They're a
No,
more
they are
complete
not.
team.
No, they are not.
They got a top five
No, they are not.
quarterback according to you, bro.
Oh, I was about to say, now you want to put him in your top five.
No, I don't. He not in my top five, but
Yeah.
according to you, he a top five quarterback. So how are they not better?
Because it's just the quarterback. Like overall
And they have
team,
a
the
top
Eagles are
five
not better than
defense.
San
They
Francisco.
have a top five defense and the top 10 offense.
Okay. And we got a top five offense and the number one defense.
Y'all do not have a top five offense. Matter of fact, thank you for
You
saying
see
that.
the weapons we got, bro?
That's the weapons. Let's look at the stats. Defensively, put like this: y'all number one. The Eagles are number 7. Offensively, where the Eagles at? Ooh, the Eagles ain't even. Where the Eagles at? Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Is it Dolphins?
What happened?
Where's the Eagles at? Hold on. Where are the Eagles at? Oh, I'll take that back. I thought they had a top 5 defense. Is it updated? I guess not. Let me update it. Give me a second. Oh, so the Niners do have a type defense. I mean, top off. They was got number 6 offense according to that. Interesting.
Hello.
Wait, who scored the most points?
Hello.
Wait, who's
It's
the most
me.
points? No, my bad. Take that back. The Eagles is number 2. The Eagles is number 2 in points scored per game, and y'all are 14.
So?
So they put up more points than y'all offensively.
Okay, but how many points do they put up when they actually play a top tier defense like us?
Well, I mean, they haven't played
Exactly.
a top tier
They be
defense like
playing
y'all.
teams that don't have top tier defenses. So
Okay, and
how you
that's
gonna even
cool,
compare
bro.
the
But
scoring to that?
y'all have lost to people that don't even have either or. They don't have like offense or defense, and y'all
When
still.
we had
That's not the
injuries,
point, right?
so obviously if your team's going look at the Chargers right now, they're going through injuries. And look what
Yeah,
they
and they're
doing.
struggling.
They trash. They lost to the
They're struggling.
Raiders.
Herbert
Bruh.
Herbert looks good, but they're struggling. They're just
Oh
not
yeah,
elite.
Herbert the
But that
boy.
ain't the point. That ain't the point. The point is that the Eagles is probably still a better team. I would still pick them over y'all. Outside of that, I think everybody else is pretty much fair game, respectfully. And the only reason I say that is because Brock Purdy is not good enough. Oh, would not. He's not going out. He's not going to outplay Jalen Hurts. So
Okay.
as long as the defense can hold
Our
a
offense is
little
set up
bit,
to running, the rush offense.
yeah. And the Eagles defense is not going to just let y'all run all day.
Oh yeah, they are.
No, they're not. Anyway,
Mhm.
they're not. It's not gonna happen, bro. But anyway, you could be on a little high horse you got. Sounds good on paper. Unfortunately, you know, the Eagles, I think, got one of the best run defenses in the league too, as well. I know y'all pretty much kill every like stat offensively when it comes to running.
Mhm.
Y'all so but like this, man. At the end of the day, y'all one of the best defenses in the league. But
We are the
it
best. What are you talking about?
what you mean?
We're the best defense in the league.
Yeah, but that's
Even
it.
stats say it.
Yeah, for sure. But that's not that ain't the point. The point is that where was I going with that before I had a moment? Brock Purdy. That's what I wanted to say before you went on this whole little tangent. Brock Purdy, good quarterback. Don't really think as much is gonna happen. Probably maybe first round exit, maybe second. Um, and lastly, unfortunately, you're probably going to end up being stuck with Jimmy because nobody else is going to want Jimmy because he's injury prone. And unfortunately, we don't know if Trey Lance is injury prone yet or not. So that means that somebody has to be his backup. And who better to have a backup than Jimmy G? Right? So there's a potential situation where Jimmy G gets signed maybe for like a year or two just to kind of see what Trey Lance is. because nobody's going to want to trade for him because he's pretty much if like this, unless his rehab is good as they say it is, there is a world where Jimmy G is back in a Niners uniform next year. No question about it. Just because of the fact that he's injury prone and teams are not going to want to take that risk. Yes, Jimmy G can win you games, but there's a ceiling. Okay. If you ain't got a good defense like the Niners do, I don't know. You can't put the ball in the Jimmy G hands and hopefully he win you games. It's not for now.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
Yeah, for sure. But the fact that you said you hope the man gets hurt, you glad he's hurt because he's done for the year, that is devil intentions. That ain't it. I don't condone anything he said about that whole segment.
We paid
I
Miami
don't condone
to,
that.
to break that
I
ankle.
I don't condone anything he said about that. Hey, Jimmy G, bro, look, at the end of the day, I hope you recover and you're well and you can still perform and do your thing. My brother, on the other hand, he need help. Okay. I will never wish on nobody downfall like that. That is not what we do out here in these streets. As a former athlete, I understand. But anyway, yeah, man. The Niners. I'm not gonna say the season is over because it really depends on what Jimmy G comes back or if he can come back. But Brock Purdy can definitely see a world where Brock Purdy gets knocked out the first round. And it's just going to be another great year where a great defense is just wasted. Potentially. Who knows? Who knows? Potentially.
Oh, man.
It kind of just depends.
Yeah,
So,
we'll
yeah.
have to see. Because we
We'll have to
play
see.
Tampa Bay next
I play
week.
Tampa Bay next.
Then Seattle,
But
then
yeah,
Washington,
play
then
against
Vegas, and
Brady.
Arizona.
Say what?
I said then Washington, Vegas, and Arizona. Oh, and Seattle.
Yeah, man.
So we going
we'll
on
see,
those
man.
games. So it's all good.
Yeah. Do you think that? Well, obviously you don't want Jimmy back, so yeah. Do you think they can still make the Super Bowl with Brock Purdy as a quarterback?
If they play it right, yes.
You're on crack. Anyway,
Nah. If they play it right, yes.
You're on crack.
If they
play what right?
If the defense stays elite and they play to the book that they're playing at now, which is do not be throwing no bombs, bruh. Just hit your man 10, 15 yards, let them do their thing. Make sure we get the running.
So you think that Brock Purdy can do short
game
game enough to the point where y'all are still productive enough offensively,
yes,
to win games?
Because our run game is elite as well. So as long as the running game is good and he just does his job and just hits men 10, 15 yards, don't be trying to throw no bombs down the field, bruh. Okay, we be good because that defense will hold up.
All right. If you say so. I don't agree, but if you say so.
Well, you never agree with me with the Niners, and look what's happening every single time you bet against us. So,
yeah, for sure. But that eventually I'm going to win. I'm gonna get the last laugh regardless, so I'm not even tripping.
All right, enough about the Niners. We good with the Niners.
Yeah, moving along.
The Niner podcast.
I mean, partly people watch this. Ain't nobody we look. Unfortunately, as far as being a Carter Goodfellas, we from the Bay Area, so we were talking about the Niners a lot. It is what it is, bro. Like every other podcast that do sports, they usually talk about their relatively favorite teams and then whatever else is new. So like Baltimore, I would talk about Baltimore. We got the dub, but Lamar got hurt. It was a boring game. Russell Wilson sucks. He got hurt. He messed up his knee. He got hurt damn near like how Jimmy got hurt. It was just a bad tackle. I don't think he's playing next week. He said it's week to week for him. So I'm gonna talk about that when we do our playoff predictions.
Okay.
But yeah, he got hurt and he's week to week right now. Okay. So, but yeah, we won. We beat Denver. It was 10-9. It was a struggle all game. It was boring. Tyler Huntley drove down the
If
field,
you struggle
ran the
with
ball
that,
in for a touchdown. Russell Wilson, that team over there sucks. I don't know if it's a coaching problem or whatever, but there is bad juju over there in Denver that they need to get figure out.
it's just bad.
Yeah. Moving along. Cleveland versus Houston. A lot of anticipation for this game. The reason why there was anticipation for this game was because Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson, once former player for Houston Texans, is playing for Cleveland Browns now, obviously
Mm-hmm.
because of a whole bunch of shenanigans with allegations of that nature. And he
Oh
got
my goodness.
traded. And now, after being suspended for a certain amount of games, 13, what was it, 13? 13 to be exact, he finally got a chance to hit the field against Houston at Houston. And crazy fact, I heard that the attorney brought 10 of the accusers at the game. I don't know why. That just sounds hella extra, but neither here nor there. Um, but Deshaun Watson, being Deshaun Watson, was still able to get the dub, man, because the Browns are obviously a better team. And the Texans suck. That whole franchise is terrible. Deshaun
He did
Watson
not
didn't
get
really
the
have,
dub.
huh?
He did not get the dub.
Well, I mean, he won. I
Watson
was
was
funny. I
trash.
mean, they was bad, but I'm saying
Trash.
he still got the dub because he's the quarterback for the team that won. Obviously, he wasn't the
How
main
you gonna
reason. It
say
was
how you gonna say that when the defense literally scored all the touchdowns?
can
They
you
got one
let
field goal.
can you let me finish?
Okay, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Damn! Like I said, Deshaun Watson did not have the best game, or what I was gonna say. The offense struggled. The defense pretty much won them the damn game. Now, in my personal opinion, before I was brutally interrupted, I think Deshaun Watson definitely struggled, but obviously he's going to
Oh
struggle
my God.
because he ain't played all year. So I didn't expect him to come out and throw 330 yards for two tugs or whatever the case may be. I didn't expect that at all.
Did you
Didn't
see the
expect it.
Twitter? Did you see on Twitter the video of him in practice?
Yeah.
Somebody they were dropping the ball. Somebody say he put massaging oil on the footballs.
Yeah, they was all right. They was bugging on my boy, man. They was really bugging on him. But man, look, check this out, man. I think that obviously I don't think Cleveland can make the playoffs. I don't think that's really not that I don't think that's in their future whatsoever. At least not this year. But I think as the games progress, I think we're going to see Deshaun Watson hit a stride for games moving forward. Um he definitely gonna get back in the form and be one of the best quarterbacks that was in the league before, the allegations happened. So um yeah. You watched the game? Did you? I don't think you did.
I watched the highlights.
Oh, you watched the highlights, yeah. They were lagged thereof because it was straight. The Cleveland Browns pretty much scored. Well, they scored everything on defense, but yeah, that was crazy. To score 27 points on defense and like the offense really didn't give you nothing. It was
Yeah,
kind of
I
that was
think they scored
crazy,
one field goal.
right? You know what I'm saying? But for some reason, when players play their former team, it's always like a wonky game because there's always like weird stuff that happens. You know what I'm saying? So, but nevertheless, he got the dub. Um, Glad to see Deshaun Watson back on the field. But yeah,
Top
I
five
can't wait to see him
quarterback.
play, man. He can be. He can be. He
When he
was
was
put
at
like this. I
Texas.
would say this when he was in Houston last year, he was before he got hurt. He was
Yeah, no,
he
he
was
was
playing
good.
top
He
five
was
like.
good.
So I don't think it's impossible for him to get back. It's just, now he's with a better team, with a better offense, and we'll see what he cooks up. So we gotta, you know what I mean? We'll look forward to I forgot who he played next. I think he plays I want to say he plays the Steelers, I believe. No, he doesn't play the Steelers. Let me check the schedule. He plays the Bengals next week. So yeah, he played the Bengals, Baltimore, New Orleans, Washington, Pittsburgh. So he got the rest of the division, and then he got a couple out of the division games. So it'd be a good little limits test because he played Joe Burrow next week. So we'll see what's up.
Oh, the
Definitely will be
bad
watching that game for
boy.
sure.
That's
I'll
a
be watching that game
bad
for
boy.
sure. Anything you want to add to the Cleveland and Houston game, or we could just want to keep it pushing?
Nah, it wasn't really too entertaining. Just good
Uh,
job to the defense.
okay. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the shot, man. Moving along. Bengals versus Chiefs. We've seen this battle many and many times, about a good 3 to 4 times in the past couple years, and
Hmm.
somehow, some way, Joe Burrow has happened to get the dub, man. And this time wasn't no different. And I think Kansas City, if I remember correctly, right? I think this game was, and they Chiefs got up to an early lead and still find some way somehow Joe Burrow comes out and gets the dub again.
Hmm.
And at this point, I don't know. It's I don't know what to say at this point, man, because it's just like maybe it's just a matchup thing where Cincinnati got Kansas City number. Um, which I know I'm pretty sure it could definitely. I know it has to start getting into the psyche at some point. I still think Kansas City is the better team, but it definitely
Yeah.
there's just certain teams where matchup wise, it's just like, damn, like this might be the one where they can lose. Um, do you think that this could potentially be a AFC championship game?
I don't think so. I don't think the Bengals got it in them this year. I think this
Really?
was just a rivalry hype game.
Uh-huh.
I think the Bengals just wanted to, they play different when they play the Chiefs. They've beaten the Chiefs in what the past 5 games they've played them or something like that now.
Uh-huh.
Uh, Burrow has not lost to Mahomes, so obviously there's that there. I think it was just like I said, a hype game to where they're like, nah, we gotta take these boys out. Like we own these guys. And the Chiefs almost had them, but in the end there, no, the Bengals were able to pull it off. But I don't think the Bengals, looking at their whole season, they did lose some questionable games. They lost to some teams that's kind of like, bro, like what are you doing? But I mean,
To
they're
be fair, they was
good.
definitely dealing with injuries throughout the year. Like Jamar Chase
Yeah,
was out for a few games. They definitely could have helped. They definitely started off ugly early. I think Joe Burrow had a four
they
interception
did.
game early. They definitely lost a few early in the year that they probably shouldn't have lost, but after that they went on a nice smooth little win streak.
Hmm.
It turned the whole thing around. So
Yeah,
I agree. I agree. But go ahead.
but yeah, I don't think they're uh AFC championship game ready. They
Okay.
they might make the playoffs. They might make it, but yeah, I don't see them going too far this year. Maybe next year, but this year I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think I could see this again. Um, in the AFC, it's really a three-headed monster. It's literally the Chiefs, the Bills, and the Bengals. As of today, given injuries for various teams like Baltimore and stuff like that,
Hmm.
um, yeah, the Bengals are definitely like a dark horse in this race, but they definitely can get there. Joe Burrow definitely, when it's a high stakes game, seems to just rise to the occasion time and time again.
Hmm.
And he's that guy. When the money on the line, he's that guy. Especially when you got a talented offense like you do, when you got Joe Mixon, you got Tyler Higgins, you got Jamar Chase, you got Tyler Boyd. That is a lot of weapons for a quarterback to have. And the
But
all line is decent, but they played a lot better this year so far. Um, but yeah,
but you're not
that's
gonna
a
consider Miami as a contender for the AFC championship game?
oh yeah, I was kind of just running. I would probably still pick the Bengals just because they've been there before. I trust Joe Burrow more than I trust Tua as of today. To be
Okay, that's
fair,
fair.
just
That's
because Joe
fair.
Burrow's made
That's
it,
fair.
he's done it. He's
Yeah,
been there.
he's got the
I don't know
experience.
what Tua can do. I don't know what Tua gonna do. Now, granted, and it's crazy, right? Because Tua in college won a championship, came back against the top, went crazy in the
You cut
championship
out. You
college.
cut out right
Joe
there.
Burrow went to the championship. Tua hasn't done that yet. He's been injury prone. So for me personally, I just want to see it. I got to see what he does in the playoffs.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, we're gonna have to see. I don't know. I don't know if Joe Burrow can do it, but
Yeah.
we will have to
Put
see.
this, what you mean you don't know Joe Burrow just went to the Super Bowl last year.
I know, but that team just seemed more elite than this team.
It's the
I know
same
it's I
team.
know it's the
They
same team.
haven't really
Their
changed much.
morale,
It's the
I feel
same
like the
team.
morale of this team, they're not like as hyped as they were last year. Like last year, they were like, we gonna get this
Because they
chip.
came out of nowhere. It was not expected for that to happen. It was like it was magic in a bottle, if you want to be honest. Now it's kind of like, okay, we know y'all really not that good, but like if y'all get to the offs, all bets are off. Like y'all done it before, y'all do it again. It
You know
wasn't
who I
like the
think could
Bengals.
take it?
It wasn't like the Bengals wasn't the best seed in the playoffs last year. It was low seed, and they still made it.
You know who I think gonna take it?
Who?
The Jets.
All right, bro. You just talking at this point. You just
The
talking just
defense
to
is
be
elite.
talking. Okay, but that's what you hang your hat on elite defenses, huh? That's what you on?
Yeah.
That's what you hang your hat on? All
Yeah.
right, bet. Okay. We're gonna see where that stand in a second.
Yeah. But
Shout
that
out
was a
to
good
Joe
game
Burrow, man.
though.
Yeah, shout
Bengals
out to
and
Joe
Chiefs.
Burrow, man.
Good game.
Get a good dub, man. Right now I think they're tied with the Ravens for the AFC North Division, and with Lamar being hurt, definitely puts a lot of pressure on the Ravens to try to figure out how they're gonna win games, and it puts Bengals in the driver's seat to win the division until Lamar comes back. And right now it looks like the Bengals might pretty much win the division. But speaking of winning
Yeah.
divisions, there's 5 games left in the NFL season. Did you know
That's
that?
crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Right, the season is almost over, man. We are on the back end
Why'd they
of
make
it.
more games this season?
Money.
Yeah, okay.
That make more money, man. You get these
Isn't
TV
it supposed to be
deals.
16?
Say what?
Isn't it usually 16?
16.
16
Oh yeah,
weeks?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
They
This
made
is the
it
first year they
18
did 17.
or
This first
17?
year they did 17. Yep.
Okay.
So, um, you know, with 5 games left in the season, right? There's a lot of teams that's trying to make a push for the playoffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of potential for teams to rise and to drop and to see where they're going to end up at, to see who's in and who's out. Me and William both made a list, hopefully, for both sides. Or I ain't gonna even say we made a list, but we have definitely made predictions of who we think is gonna be in and who's gonna be out. Now, do you want to start with the AFC or do you want to start with the NFC?
We
Let's
do
start with the A.
AFC.
Let's start with the
We do
AFC. Let's start with the
AFC.
AFC. We do the AFC, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to go first, or
Yeah,
you
go
want to
ahead.
do it?
Go ahead. You go first.
Okay, so I'm going to start with the obviouses, right? I think that the teams I think that's going to make the playoffs, right? I think the Bills is one. I got the Chiefs at 2. Now, mind you, this is not order, but this is kind of like it is kind of an order, but I just think this is the team that's going to make it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got the Bills. That's 1. Chiefs 2. The Titans gonna win that division, AFC South, right? So that's 3. Who is going to win the North? That is the question, right? So is it going to be the Ravens or the Bengals? Because I'm gonna say this: whoever wins that division, the other team may not make the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
That's why it's hard. As of today, I have the Bengals getting it just because I don't know what Lamar's status is.
Yeah.
Then that's it. If Lamar was healthy, I'm picking the Ravens. I don't care. Judge your mother. Okay. But since Lamar's hurt, I really feel like we're probably going to lose. But I got to check our schedule, right? So the Ravens schedule for the rest of the year. Let's say we play the Steelers this week. That's a bloodbath, right? That could go either way.
Isn't that rivalry?
Yeah, it's a rivalry. Great rivalry. Me and my best friend, we talk shit every year about that.
Yeah.
They suck right now, and they got Kenny Pickett. They suck, but we can still lose this game because we don't have Lamar. So I don't know, and it's on the road too. So like this is a big game to win. Like this is then a must win for us right now.
Yeah.
Right. So we have the Steelers on the road. We have the Browns on the road. We play the Falcons at home. We play the Steelers at home, and then we play the Bengals on the road. So we play the Bengals the last game of the season. So there can be a world where it gets to the point where we gotta beat them to get to the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
And depending on what Lamar, like I said, Lamar's week to week, so we really don't know, right? But I don't. If he doesn't come back, if he does come back, we win. If he doesn't come back, we lose. I'm gonna just leave it at that. So as of today, he's not playing next week. So let's say who the Bengals play next week? Who the Bengals play? Let me see the Bengals schedule because I did not have their schedules put up. So y'all go just have to wait. People that's listening. The Bengals play who they play this. They play the Browns. See the Browns can win this week too, but we could lose to the Steelers, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they play the Buccaneers on the road. They play the Patriots on the road. They play the Bengals at home, and then they play us at home. We kind of us and the Bengals kind of have a hard schedule. Like we playing good teams. I think both of us are playing pretty good teams, right?
But you're both sitting at the top of the North, so
Top of the North, right? Like we're playing the Steelers. Given the situation, that is a hard game for us because Lamar's not playing, right?
mhm.
If Lamar comes back next week, that's cool, but we still got to play Deshaun Watson. And he probably be in his third game in. He may hit a stride at this point, which is a fucking problem. But then our schedule would be lighter if Lamar was playing. We would have had an easier schedule, if I'm being honest, because the Bengals still got to play Deshaun Watson this week. They got to play Tom Brady next week. They got to play Matt Jones on the road, which is not a give me win at all because the Patriots low key been playing pretty solid. They not winning nothing for real, but I think they 500 right now, or a little bit better than 500. But they're holding their own. Like Matt Jones and they holding their own. And then you got the Bills and you got us. And that's pretty everybody that they play outside of I think the Browns, everybody else's playoff team. So they got a hard stretch coming up. So I don't know. I do not know. It is definitely a toss-up, but I will probably say, matter of fact, no, forget that. I still say I'm switching. The Ravens get in. Bills, Chiefs, Ravens, Titans get in. For 5, 6, and 7 spot. There's the Bengals, there's the Dolphins, there's the Jets, there's the Patriots at 6-6, there's the Chargers at 6-6, there's the Raiders potentially at 5-7, there's the Browns at 5-7 if they win out. There's the Steelers at 5-7 if they win out. I'm going with the Bengals to get that wild card. I'm going with the Dolphins to get the second wild card. I mean, I'm for the third spot. I'm probably going with between the Jets, Patriots, and Chargers. I'm probably going Jets if I'm being honest. I
Yeah.
think Jets will mess around and get that final playoff
Yeah.
spot. But I would, if I didn't pick the Jets, I would probably go with the Chargers. I would probably go with
Yeah.
the Chargers. I
Yeah.
think they could get hot and win these next couple of weeks and definitely sneak in and get the last spot because there's only one game away. So that's would be my thing. It would be Bills, Chiefs, Ravens, Titans, Bengals, Dolphins. And you know what? I'm gonna throw a wrench in it. I'm gonna say the Chargers make the playoffs.
You just name like every team.
No. There's 7
Just
teams.
naming every team.
I say that. I mean, that's I just named 7 teams.
But that's just AFC.
I know. That's we both gonna do the AFC first, and then we'll do the NFC second.
Okay.
So your turn. Go ahead. I named my
Okay.
17.
My bad. Okay. Uh, so I think number one spots obviously is gonna be the Chiefs for the West,
Yep.
Titans for the South.
Yep.
And then me and you gonna have to disagree on this one. uh Wait, which one did you say for the North?
I'm going with my Ravens.
You
We
going Ravens?
winning.
Yeah, no, I'm going with
Um,
Bengals. I'm going with Bengals.
Fair
I
enough.
think Bengals gonna take the North, and then I actually think the Dolphins gonna take the East. I think the Dolphins could
Really?
take
So you
out
think they're
the
gonna finish better
Bills.
than the
I think they could
Bills?
finish better than the Bills.
The
They
Bills,
both
they
have a little bit
can.
of a tough
They knocking on the
next couple
door.
of
They
weeks.
can.
They have a little bit of a tough next couple of weeks, but I think Miami can pull it off
So
if
you
they
think the
play.
Bills get the wild card spot?
I think the Bills will get wild card. I think you
Mm,
guys will get the wild card, and I think the
mm,
Jets will get the wild card. So it's basically the
mm.
East. The AFC East gonna be all up in that thing.
Got you. Okay. 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 All right.
Yeah,
I mean, I
yeah,
get that. Okay.
yeah.
I mean, that's not a bad one. I mean, the Bills, like I said, the Bills and the Ravens is a toss up. Honestly, I could see it either way.
Yeah.
Definitely the Dolphins winning the division. I definitely can see.
Mm,
Um, that would definitely I can see that as well. I probably still pick the Bills personally, but I can see that.
I feel like they could do
All
it.
right.
But
Do
yeah,
you
so
okay? Out of let's say between the Jets, Pacers, and the Chargers, you still think the Jets got the best chance of making the playoffs?
the Jets, the Pats, and the Chargers.
Yeah.
Of
Even with
course,
Mac White as
yes,
they start
yes,
quarterback.
yes, yes.
Being trash.
Yeah.
Okay. All
White
right.
White is not trash, bro. I don't know what you're
All
talking about.
right, man. Mike White is garbage. Hot garbage.
White
Okay. All right. Well, let's move along, man,
disrespect.
to the
Disrespect.
NFC. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I'll go first because I'll let you say, your lovely NFC prediction, right? I
Uh-huh.
think the Eagles still finish number one in NFC and in the whole thing. I think they're going to finish number one seed. I think the Vikings will still win the NFC North and they finish number two. And for the NFC West, it's
Don't
it,
you
it's
dare, bro.
it's there.
Don't you
It's there.
dare,
It's
bro.
really there
Don't you
though.
dare.
Like, bro, it's really there. Like
Goodness.
the Seahawks can really like nah.
I'm gonna let
But
y'all know. Tweez has been telling me all his fantasies about Geno Smith. Like he said, he wake up with dreams about him and stuff. Just he want to be want those man hands on him and stuff.
hey
So
man,
that's
hey
why he's
hey
picking Seattle. Because
hey, I
he
don't
be
know if
dreaming
it's a
about
dream.
Geno.
I don't know if it's having
So
dreams about Gino,
he
but
likes his man hands.
I will say I am a huge fan of Gino, man. I think Gino,
Mm.
I don't think we're really giving Gino credit, bro. Like Gino has helped make this team a playoff team again. Only reason I'm saying that is after losing Russell Wilson, and they thought that the Seahawks were gonna fall off the face on the earth. Everybody thought the Seahawks was gonna be what the Rams are right now with Gino at quarterback. Nobody thought that the Seahawks would be 7-5 with Gino at quarterback. Okay.
Okay.
So let's give Gino some respect. You know what I'm saying? He stats wise, he's performing like one of the better quarterbacks in the league. Period. There's no debate. There's no discussion. You can pull up the stats.
Okay.
You a hater. You are a Gino hater. You are a Gino fucking hater. Anyway, but I will say, here's the thing though, right? It would be one thing if it was Jimmy G, and I'd be like, damn, like it's gonna be hard to beat Jimmy G. Y'all got Brock Purdy at quarterback. I can see y'all losing some games that y'all was not supposed to lose these next 5 games. Matter of fact, what's y'all schedule these next 5 games? Do you know Niner fan, Niner faithful, bang bang Niner gang? You know what I'm saying? Do you know your next 5 games?
Yep.
Who's your next 5 games?
So I said it before. We're gonna play Tampa next week.
Uh huh.
Then
Yep.
we're gonna play Seattle.
Yep.
Then we're playing Washington.
Yep.
Then Vegas. And then we
Yep.
ending it with Arizona.
Yeah. Okay, but see, that's what I'm saying, right? So, like the Buccaneers, right? Brady versus Brock Purdy. Who you got?
Purdy.
Really?
Yeah.
Tom Brady, man.
No.
Tom Brady. Tom Brady coming
Tripping. You're
home, man. He
tripping.
coming home. He coming home to the Bay. He finna go to San Mateo. He finna go see his folks and
San
them. You
Mateo.
feel
Oh,
me?
because he's from San. I think he played in Santa Clara.
You know how close San Mateo is to Santa Clara?
Yeah.
Like 30 minutes. This is all. He from the Bay, man. He coming home. He finna ball out. He finna ball out. Then Brock Purdy got to go to Seattle and play Geno in the 12th man. I don't know. That ain't just a gimme game. That's not an easy game. And then the Commanders, they 7-5. They balling right now. They Tyler Hickey and them boys. They footballing right now. You feel me? That's not a gimme either. And the Raiders low-key hitting the stride too. Ain't nobody really talking about that either. They hitting the stride too.
Oh my gosh.
The only team right now,
Playing broken teams.
the only gimme game y'all have on y'all schedule right now is the Cardinals. And that's the last game of the season. Because they trying to break all that up. Buccaneers is a losable game. The Niners is a losable game. Commanders could sneak y'all, and the Raiders could. Excuse me. So,
you
you know what?
done?
I'm gonna be different. I still think y'all gonna win the division. I still think y'all gonna win the
You
division.
see this
Let me not
lineup
cap.
that Seattle got to play?
Hold on, I didn't even check. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't even look at their schedule.
They
But
got
I
to play
still
Carolina.
think
They'll take that. Then they got to play us. Then they got to play the Chiefs, the Jets, and the Rams.
they're going to lose 3 of those. So yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. I was still gonna say y'all win that division. I was doing all that hoopla, but stay y'all still gonna win the division.
Yeah. Put some
So y'all
respect
finished
on
third. I think Tampa Bay wins the NFC South. Unfortunately, that
There's no one else.
there's no one else. And then the last 3 spots I think are the Cowboys, the Giants, and I think the Seahawks still get in. I think the Seahawks get one of the wild card spots. I think I think Washington falls out. I think they will be close. They'll be competitive, but I think Seattle gets the last spot. Honestly, the Seahawks making the playoffs, bro. They making the playoffs. They may get the low seed, but they making the playoffs. On me, they making the playoffs, bro. Put some respect on Gino.
All right,
excuse me.
Calm down, buddy.
Excuse me.
Calm down. Oh yeah. You done with yours?
Yeah, I'm done.
You done with yours? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna disagree on a little bit, just a little bit though, not the whole thing. I will agree on the Eagles taking that slot. I don't see them losing another game this season. It's just yeah. Vikings obviously will take the North. Tampa Bay is taking the South, and we are taking the West. I don't know if anybody else thinks otherwise, but we taking the West. My second or wild cards, there's only 2, right?
3.
Oh, there's 3? Okay. I'm taking the Cowboys. I am taking Seattle. And I'm taking Detroit. I'm taking Detroit Lions. They've been going crazy.
Give me one reason why Detroit's gonna make the playoffs.
Because they got that new coach, so they got a new system, and they've been playing right with it. They did come short a couple games.
Okay.
They came short a couple games. I understand that, but the rest of their schedule, it don't look too bad to where it's like, nah, they gonna lose. Like the Lions, you can't really just count them out anymore like we used to. They can actually ball now. They can compete. So
the Lions are 5-7, bro. The Washington Redskins. I said the Washington Redskins. The Washington Commanders are 7-5
you racist.
with a tie. I know, right? That's crazy. Don't put that on me. Don't put that on me.
You hear that? You said my people. He's calling us out.
You said Cowboys, Seahawks in Detroit.
Cowboys, Seahawks in Detroit.
Okay, but like I need some intangibles, bro. Give me like some numbers that confidently. No, I need to give me some numbers that confidently tells me that the Lions are like a good reason. Like, do they have
You need numbers. I don't need numbers. I need to see how you are performing and how much momentum you got. And Lions got the momentum.
How many Detroit games have you watched, bro?
Oh, I've been watching the past couple games for Detroit because I've seen that they actually been going crazy. So, yeah, Swift has been running on defenses this entire time. Jared Goff has been going crazy. Okay, so put respect on his name because I know a couple podcasts ago you was talking trash about Jared Goff, and Jared Goff have been going crazy. Okay, so yeah, this team they ready. I think they can do it.
The Lions have the Vikings.
And Jared Goff is a top 10 quarterback, by the way.
He isn't?
He is.
Jared Goff is a top 10 quarterback.
Jared Goff is a top 10 quarterback.
I'm not really gonna have these top 10 conversations with you because clearly
Check the stats, bro. Jared Goff is a
you
top
be
10 quarterback.
drinking
Oh
that
my
liquor,
goodness.
bro.
Oh my
Anyway,
goodness. No respect on my boys,
um,
man.
I'm looking at their schedule. It's not a crazy statement, but I think the problem is that they're to me they're too far looking out to look into the playoffs, if that makes sense. So like compared to every other team that I think, so I'm trying to think who else? The Giants, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in order for them to make the playoffs,
Giants gotta start losing.
The Giants and the Commanders will have to fall.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't see that happening. But then again, the Giants play the Eagles, they play the Commanders, they play the Vikings, they play the Colts, and they play the Eagles
Yeah.
again.
See, you gotta look at that schedule, my dude.
I can see the Giants falling. That's one. I'll give you one.
Go look
I
at the
can see the Giants
Commanders. Go look at the
falling.
Commander schedule.
I'm looking at Commissioner right now. They have the Giants. They only got 4 games left. They have the Giants, the Niners, the Browns, and the Cowboys. Huh.
Uh-oh. So you saying that the
Hmm.
Commanders gonna come out on a winning record off of those 4
Huh.
games?
Huh. Hmm. The Lions do have the easier schedule.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. Am I changing your mind? Oh, put this in the history books. Am I changing your mind?
You're not necessarily changing my mind, but it definitely is a more close. It definitely is a tighter situation.
Than you thought it
Now,
was.
I will say this between if the Commanders, if the Commanders win against the Giants this week, they get the playoff spot. If they lose, I think they lose the rest of the way
Okay. So the
because
Commanders have to beat the Giants this
The
week.
Giants and the Commanders have a tie.
Uh,
It doesn't hurt, but it doesn't help. So whoever wins this week, I feel like will either make the playoffs or won't. So if the Commanders win this week, I think they'll make the playoffs. If the Giants win this week, they'll make the playoffs. I think with the Lions, they would have to hope that everything for them goes wrong because I don't. Did they even play any of them? They played the Seahawks. They lost, so they don't have that tiebreaker. They did beat the Commanders, so they do have that tiebreaker just in case any. Well, they probably will never have a tiebreaker because they they tied the Giants tied, and they beat the Giants. So they lost to everybody outside of the Cowboys, and yeah, they lost to everybody outside of the They lost to everybody outside of the Cowboys. So, I don't know. I do like this. That is definitely an interesting stake. I do like that though. I definitely do like the Lions. I will say,
no.
given everything that's on the table, the Lions definitely have. Now, I think this next game is probably going to be a loss, but again, they're playing Kirk Cousins. It's definitely could be a toss up.
Mm-hmm.
They do have the easiest schedule, moving forward, but the Lions are really not that good either. So it just
They're
kind of
not,
depends, man.
but that
It kind of
schedule.
depends, man. I will say this though. Those 3 teams, the Lions, the Commanders, and the Giants, will definitely be something to watch out for or to look out for um going into these next few games because they all really kind of are like on a 3-headed race trying to get that last spot. I think the Cowboys is locked. I think even the Seahawks to me are going to be locked.
Yeah, they're locked.
Um, but I think between Washington, New York, and even Detroit now, um, those could kind of swing either way based off the strength of schedule. And luckily, Detroit even benefits from the fact that I think the Commanders play the Giants, and then I think the Giants play the Eagles twice within 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So like they haven't even, you know what I mean? Like, so their hardest games are coming at the end of the year where the Giants may get lucky and they may end up going 1-1 because the Eagles already clinched, so they may sit out. They players for a game or
Yeah.
whatever, so they may get a free win anyway. Um, so who knows? It will definitely be interesting to see how that plays out, man. I definitely like the Lions take though. That's not a bad take at all. Now that I'm thinking about it, it is not a bad take at all. Huh. All right. All right, Detroit. We're gonna be watching, man. I'm definitely gonna be watching you this week, man. I'm watching the game versus the Vikings, so I'll be at home. I'm watching Detroit versus the Vikings for sure. I'm gonna be locked in. I'm gonna be watching them for sure.
Hmm.
I'm gonna be watching. All right, man. Look at you. All right, my boy. I see you. You know what I mean? You
Do
got
your
a good take in you.
research. Do your
You
research.
finally get a good take out of we've been doing 10 episodes. All right,
Yeah.
cool. Look at
Do
my
your
boy. You
research.
know what I'm saying? Slight improvements. So before we wrap up this podcast, you know that we love to do every day. We do the weekly pick 'em competition, as you may
Predictions.
know. You know, we do it every week.
Hmm.
I don't think I updated this week. I forgot.
No, you haven't updated this week. But we
Yeah.
picked the same
We
the
picked the
same
same
schedule.
team, and they all won this week, right? Yeah, we did. He did. So you're 16-11, and that makes me 21-6. All right, moving along. I just had a weird pause right there. That was kind of crazy. Uh, Thursday night, Raiders versus the Rams. Who do you have?
This is
Ah,
Thursday night.
Thursday night, Raiders at Rams.
I'm gonna go
As
Raiders
Rams just
because
picked up Mayfield from the waivers. He may play.
nah.
Maybe.
I'm
So
gonna have
what?
to pick the Raiders because Stafford is out and
That's why they picked up Mayfield, bro. He may play this week.
I don't think Mayfield has it in him to take out the Raiders with
Say
the
what?
Rams offense.
Oh yeah, man. Give me the Raiders all day. You know what I'm
Mm-mm.
saying? Raider Nation. You feel me? Finna get another dub. If they win this week, I ain't gonna lie, they may be back in. They may be back in the playoff hunt. Low key.
Hey, my boy
Low
put on
key.
Eric, you remember Eric?
Yeah.
Eric put on his Instagram story. He was like, "Hey, bro, I got money on this New Year's game, which the Raiders and the Niners are playing each other for the first time in
Uh-huh.
like 5 years or whatever."
Yeah.
I was like, "Bro, you need to chill. Y'all just beat a team that's all hurt." He's like, "Bro, I got 7,000 on it. What's good?" I was like, "What
Hell
the
no.
heck? You tripping, bro?
Hey yo,
7,000?
hold on, bro. Hello.
Huh?
Hey, say that again, bro. My mic cut out, bro.
Say what again?"
I didn't hear the last like 10 seconds.
I just said he was tripping because he put seven
Uh,
thousand. He was like, "I'll bet you 7,000 right now that the Raiders
7,000? Oh, he on drugs.
that the Raiders will beat the
Oh,
Niners on
he's on
the New
drugs.
Year game." I was like, "Bro, you
He's
tripping,
on
bro?
drugs.
Bro, you
He's on
tripping?"
drugs. Yo, hey, I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot of good games this week. Raiders at
Yeah, there
Rams. You
is.
said the Raiders, right?
Yeah, I said Raiders.
Vikings at Lions. Who you got?
Uh, Vikings and Lions. That's not a prime time.
That's not prime time. We just going through this shit.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say Vikings.
Really? After all that shit you was just telling me about the Detroit, now you went back out of it? That's crazy,
Well,
bro.
you
You know what?
like I said, or you even said it. They're not going to take the first one because it's the Vikings, but the ones after that they could probably take. But I think the Vikings are going to take this
You
one.
know what? I'm gonna go off your vibes, right? Top 10 quarterback. That's what you said. Top 10 quarterback, Jared
Yes,
Goff, right?
Jared
All
Goff is
right.
a top 10 quarterback.
If Jared Goff a top 10 quarterback, he won in this game. If Jared Goff wins this game, and he has a good game, he can't just win the game. He got to have a good game. If he has a good game and he beats the Vikings, I'll think about the top 10 statement. I'll really think about the top 10. And
Okay,
I
okay,
won't even not like, nah, he not trust. I'll put him in that conversation. I'll put
okay,
him in the conversation.
okay.
Ravens at Steelers.
Oh, without Lamar,
Yeah, probably went out. No,
y'all
they
can still
haven't
take him without
confirmed it.
Lamar.
They haven't confirmed it, but it's less likely.
Y'all can still take him without Lamar.
Yeah, I think so too. But Tyler Huntley He is Dollar Tree Lamar Jackson. And that's not even no disrespect to him, but it's just like he just can't. He just
The
can't
Venom
like.
compared to Monster.
But yeah, it's just what can you do, bro? Just you here though, so like we gotta rock with you.
Yeah.
Um, Browns at Bengals. I think this is a really good game. I'm definitely going to be watching this game for
Yeah, that's
sure.
gonna
I
be
think
great.
Browns and the Bengals and Vikings versus Lions is two games I'm definitely going to be looking into this week. I
Uh,
just want to see Deshaun Watson play. And
yeah,
especially to be on the road against the Bengals, I think definitely is going to be a very competitive matchup. I am going to go with the Bengals, though.
yeah. No, Bengals gonna take that one. Watson still got to
Yeah,
warm up. He's still not ready.
yeah. I don't think he. I think his third game. I think we'll see like some shit like, oh, he finna get back in the bag.
Yeah,
Um,
not against the
Jets
Bengals
at
though.
Bills. I'm going with the Bills. They
I'm
at
going
home.
Jets. I'm going
I think Josh
Jets.
Allen, even though he's still kind of playing through an injury, he's still playing pretty well. Just do
Mm-mm.
definitely have a top defense. So
Yeah,
Stefan Diggs
they
definitely
locked
gonna
up
have his
Jefferson last game, so
yeah,
they could do
I
that
know
to
what
the
I'm saying.
Bills too.
Diggs will definitely have his hands full with
Hmm.
sauce. You feel me? But I still think they get the dub, nevertheless. Texans at Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Cowboys, yeah. Um, yeah, I mean, ain't really no explanation for it. They just suck. Eagles at Giants.
Eagles.
Yeah, I think
It's
I'm
gonna be
going Eagles
Eagles.
too.
Yeah, it's gonna be Eagles.
Yeah. Jaguars at Titans. What with the Titans? I think
Titans.
the Jaguars then I think they are literally about to start packing it up for
Yeah,
the end
no,
of the year. So
nah.
I think
And
that's about
then
a
you
wrap for
see
them.
Lawrence got hurt that last game too, so
Yeah, so but
yeah,
I
no,
think he still played. He still finished the game though, but
he wasn't
they
the same
probably
though.
so they probably may pack it up after this. So we'll
Yeah,
see. Chiefs at Broncos.
Chiefs.
Broncos is a shit show. So I'm going with the Chiefs, and that's literally it to it. Panthers at Seahawks.
That's gonna be
You know,
Seahawks.
I'm rocking with my guy, man, Gino. The Panthers ain't really got nothing for them. They kind of packed it in just like the Jaguars.
Hmm.
So I'm going with them. Buccaneers at Niners.
Niners. Purdy about to throw down. Niners taking that one.
Tom Brady throwing for 2 touchdowns, 250, and then win the game. I'm going with the Bucks, man. I'm like I'm on 4 now, going against picking against the Niners.
Yeah, you are. You lose every single time.
Yeah. Hey,
You see that?
hey.
She already gone.
I could just see your eyes, bro. I knew you was looking at your wife. So I was like, hey,
Yeah. In here
um,
trying to send me sign language signs. I'm like, what are you talking about?
oh yeah, she could have just asked what she needed, bro. We did, bro. You could have kept it in recording, bro. That's what happens when you get raw footage. You feel me? Everything's authentic.
Yeah.
Um, I'm
But yeah,
going with
no,
the
you
Bucks.
lose every single time
I
you
think I'm
bet
0
against the
4,
Niners.
right? I think I'm
Yeah,
0
yeah,
4
yeah,
picking
yeah,
against them.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
Still going with the Bucks.
Sunday night, Dolphins at Chargers. Who you got?
Dolphins.
I'm going with the Chargers.
Okay,
This is a
yeah,
big
yeah.
matchup tonight. I mean, not tonight, but that
Oh,
night
thank you
rather.
for the dub in ahead of time. So
Yeah, for sure, no problem. But I think Justin Herbert, I think they're
yeah.
starting to hit their stride. I think, like I said, this is one team I thought they could potentially make the playoffs. And being at home against the Dolphins, I definitely think
They still
that
got
this will be a
injuries, don't
shootout.
they?
Yeah, a little bit, but I think everybody's still kind of coming back. Um, Chargers definitely. Justin Herbert's still been balling though. That ain't changed. He's still been playing great.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and
Top
definitely
five.
will be a shootout between them. I think the score is going to be in the low to mid 30s. So I'm definitely gonna be looking to watch this. Looking forward to watching this. Um, yeah, but I'm picking the Chargers to win this game.
Okay,
And
good
then
luck.
lastly for Monday night, Patriots at Cardinals. I'm going with the Patriots.
Yeah, you can't go Cardinals.
The Cardinals are they are a shit show in Arizona.
Yeah, no. Ever
Kyler
since
Murray is trying to
Warzone
play
2,
Warzone. Yeah, Warzone 2 came out. He trying to get in that proximity chat.
bruh. Yeah.
I was just
Warzone
playing
2 be
that.
glitching a little bit too though. I'd be
Speaking of
so
that,
mad.
right?
I'd be so mad.
Speaking of that, I was playing Warzone 2 last night with my homies, with my homegirls rather. Dog. Well, you know, I got friends, man. I got homies
You
and
got friends
homegirls.
that
You
are
feel
girls
me?
that play Warzone?
Yeah.
And I joined so I could get some content out of that.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
just
like
be
this, you
I
just be
just
on
be
hella
with
late though.
dudes.
Well, actually, no, they do be on late. I just don't be on as late as them. So like they
Yeah.
actually kind of be on when you be on, to be honest with you.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I'm usually
like
on
on
like at
weekends we be
10:30.
that's what I'm saying. Like
10,
on weekends
10:30.
I'll hop on with them, but like during the weekday, like I gotta work early in the morning, so I can't play with them. Like I'm
Yeah.
looking at my game right now. I think they online right now. Oh no, it's only let me see. Is I online right now? Let me check. Anyway, but yeah, like some like last I was playing with them and we was in proximity chat. And bro, it was so funny, like having conversations with people that was in the
It's
same building as
crazy.
me,
It's
and they the
crazy.
enemy, and we was like, bro, like see me with the hands, like pop out, pop
Yeah.
out, pop out. And I was like, nah, bro, I got missions to do, bro. I'm out, bro. No, because I was like, bro, they
Let
was
me
trying
run
to
them
set me up
pockets
for
real
failure, bro.
quick, bruh.
And you know, so bro, I was running from. There was a point I was running for my life in every building I was running into. I was running into other people.
Yeah,
And I was just
yeah,
like, bro, like, what
yeah.
is this? But
It's,
yeah, man,
it's
that
crazy.
was fun. That was fun, man. Shout out
Yeah.
to Warzone with the
And they be
proximity
saying some
chat.
wild stuff on there
Oh, for
though.
sure.
I'm
Oh,
I'm
for
like,
sure.
please do not get me canceled on Twitch. Like
Oh
if I
no,
get
it is what
suspended
it
from
is,
Twitch
bro.
because of what people be
That's
saying
part of
on there.
that's part. Hey, man, it's part of the gamble. You know what I'm saying? Twitch, you know what I'm saying? You got the beep. You know what I'm saying? Type
Yeah,
that, type time in. Yeah. I
yeah.
mean, it kind of it just comes to territory, man. I mean, not Grand Theft Auto, but Call of Duty has always been kind of like that. People are just
Mhm.
weird like that, so you kind of just always got to be kind of cautious. But I don't know what people expect. I mean, you can't play a game that has a certain feature and then get mad at me because this feature people want to do this. I didn't know they was gonna do that. I
There's a
just
guy I play with though that he got banned from Twitch because when he was playing, one of his friends said the N word.
well, that's different. I think, right? I think if it's coming from your friend, that's different. But if it's coming from an enemy, you can't control that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
And I'm pretty sure
I don't know.
if you watch the footage, you could tell when it's coming from a friend and when it's coming from an enemy.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much all they can really do, right? So, I mean, but I
I don't
get
know.
it though.
Twitch got some rules to that, but I don't even know what they are.
Yeah,
But
shout out to that
anyways,
man.
yeah, Murphy, he out here playing Warzone too, so he ain't gonna play.
Who?
Kyle Murray.
Oh yeah.
I said
He not
Murphy.
finna play. You said Murphy. I was like, who?
Kyle Murray.
Murphy? But yeah, man, yeah, I don't know, man. That Arizona is an interesting situation, man. So
Yeah, no, Pat's gonna get
Patriots
that.
are probably going to get the dub. Well, hopefully they do.
Oh,
Well,
well,
that wraps it up, man.
yep.
This has been another episode of the Good Cause Fella podcast.
Yes,
Episode number 10.
sir.
We are finally in the double digits.
Double digits.
Um,
Can't wait till we get to
yeah,
triples.
bro, that is a long time from now. Let's try. Let's just get to 50.
Okay,
We get to 50. We
that's
get to
fine.
50.
Oh, and
Cool.
we can talk about that later.
Okay, for
Yeah, we can
sure.
talk about that later.
But yeah, man, that wraps it up for another episode. Again, this has been the Good Cause for the podcast. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Any last words before you leave, or you want to just
Yeah, Tweet's got a date with Geno Smith tonight, so that's why he's trying to get off real fast.
low key like, nah, I ain't got a date with Gino. I got a date with this bed though. That's what I got
Ooh,
a date
Geno in
with.
your bed.
I got a date with this bed, bro. Like this bed calling my name, bro. Like it's trying to get me, let me long time. You know what I'm
Hello.
saying? But yeah,
It's
man.
me you're looking for. You see it in your eyes. I think I'm asleep.
Bye. You are